Good morning, everyone. Let us start this session. So here on the screen, you can see the problem on the centroid. So one plane lamina is shown, and we have to determine the centroid for the lamina. Okay. So this lamina, it consists different standard shapes. Okay. So in order to get the given shape of the lamina, we have to find out the standard shapes. Okay. So we can divide the given lamina into known standard shape. So this is the required area. So we can select the rectangle. So this rectangle, it will have the dimension. So this is 8 centimeter given. Okay. And this total length of the rectangle, this is 12 plus 10 centimeter. So this is 22 centimeter. Then second standard geometry, we can select. So this is rectangle 2. So this rectangle 2, it will have the dimension. This length is 12 centimeter, which is given in the problem. And this height, this is equal to the 10 centimeter. Okay. So this 10 centimeter, it is nothing but the radius of this quarter circle. So first geometry is rectangle 1. Second geometry is rectangle 2. Then third geometry, it is the quarter circle having the radius 10 centimeter. So this radius, it is given in the problem as a 10 centimeter. So we have to add these three geometries, and from the three geometries, we have to subtract this right angle triangle. Okay. So to get this shaded area, which is the plane lamina, we add three geometries. So this is rectangle 1. This is rectangle 2. Then we will add the quarter circle. And from these three geometries, we will subtract the right angle triangle. Okay. Then we will get the required geometry, that is the shaded area. So to find out the centroid, which is G x bar y bar, we will prepare the table. Okay. So first column will be area. So this is AI. Then X coordinate for that area. Then Y coordinate. Product AI XI. And product AI YI. Okay. So you can simplify this figure. So I will draw the each geometry separately. So first select the rectangle 1. Okay, so this is the reference axis, and rectangle 1, its position is like this. So this is the rectangle 1, and this is the origin. So rectangle 1, it is having the dimension. This total is 22 centimeter, and this height, it is equal to 8 centimeter. Okay. So for the rectangle, we know the location of center of gravity. It is exactly at the geometrical center. So this is the position of the center of gravity or the centroid. So this is G1. We need to find out distance of G1 with respect to the origin. Okay. So this is the X coordinate. So this is the Xi. And with respect to this origin along the Y direction, this will be the Y coordinate. So this is the Yi. Okay. So X coordinate and the Y coordinate, they are in the fourth quadrant. So both will be negative. So I will write here for rectangle 1. Its area, that is the AI, this is equal to 22 by 8 centimeter. And X coordinate and the Y coordinate. So Xi. So how we can find out the Xi value? So this total is 22 centimeter. Okay. So with respect to this side, location of center of gravity. So this distance will be 11 centimeter. Okay. So this is 11 centimeter and this side is given. So this is the radius of that quarter circle. So you have the quarter circle here. Okay. So this radius is 10 centimeter. So what is the Xi value? It is 11 minus 10. Okay. And it is on the negative X side. So it will be minus 1. So this is minus 1 centimeter. And Yi, that is the Y coordinate. So from this point, this is the Y coordinate. Okay. So 8 centimeter is the height. So Y coordinate will be at the 4 centimeter on the negative Y side. So this is minus 4 centimeter. Okay. Then select the rectangle 2. So rectangle 2, it is located in the second quadrant. So this is the rectangle 2. This side is equal to 12 centimeter. And its height, it is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay. So this is reference axis, X and Y. This is the origin. And this is the geometrical center. That is the centroid. So this is G2. So this will be the X coordinate. So this is Xi. And this is the Y coordinate. Okay. So X coordinate, it is on the negative X side. So for rectangle 2, area, that is the AI, this is equal to 10 into 12 centimeter. X coordinate. So X coordinate is, this is 12 centimeter. So this will be 12 by 2. That is a 6 centimeter on the negative X side. So this is minus 6 centimeter. And Y coordinate. So this is minus 5 centimeter. Okay. Because this height is 10 centimeter. So this will be 10 by 2 Y coordinate. So this is, sorry, this is 5 centimeter on the positive Y side. Then third geometry, it is the quarter circle. So quarter circle is lying in the first quadrant. So this is the quarter circle. It is having the radius 10 centimeter. So we know the location of center of gravity or the centroid for the quarter circle. So this is G3. So this distance is X coordinate. That is the Xi. And this is the Y coordinate. So for the quarter circle, area is equal to pi r square by 4. So this is pi by 4. Radius is 10 centimeter. So it is 10 square. And x and y coordinate. So this centroid G3 is located in the first quadrant. So both will be positive, x and y. So x and y coordinate, we have the standard formula for the quarter circle. So this is equal to 4r upon 3 pi with respect to the origin. Okay. And this y coordinate is also 4r upon 3 pi. So you can put the value of radius, that is equal to 10 centimeter, and you will get the value for x and y coordinate. Okay. So all three geometries, we need to add these geometries. Okay. And from these three geometries, we will subtract the last geometry, that is the right angle triangle. So area for rectangle 1, rectangle 2, and rectangle 3, sorry, right angle quarter circle will be positive. And the last geometry, which is the right angle triangle, so this is the right angle triangle that we will subtract from the remaining geometries. Okay. So this right angle triangle, it lies in the negative x side and negative y side. So we will first locate its centroid. So this is the position of the centroid. So this is G4. Okay. So this is reference y axis and this is the x axis. So we will find out the distance with respect to this origin. So this is the x coordinate, distance with respect to the y axis, and distance of the centroid with respect to the x axis. So this is the y coordinate. Okay. So the standard formula available for the right angle triangle, we will get the distance of centroid with respect to this 90 degree. Okay. So this distance we can easily find out. So this is equal to, if this is a base, then this will be b by 3. So let us take this as a b and this total height as a h. Okay. So this will be b by 3 and this distance, location of centroid with respect to the 90 degree. So this is h by 3. Okay. So b distance, this is equal to, it is 22 minus 7. So if you refer the geometry, then this is given, this is 7 centimeter. Okay. So this total distance is 22. So this base is equal to 22 minus 7, that is equal to 15 centimeter. So b by 3, this will be 15 by 3, that is equal to 5. And this h by 3, h is equal to 18 centimeter. So 18 by 3, this is equal to 6 centimeter. Okay. But we want the distance of the centroid with respect to x and y axis. So to find out this x coordinate, that is the xi. So for the right angle triangle, its area, it is equal to 1 by 2. Base is 22, sorry, 15, and height is 18 centimeter. Okay. This is x and y coordinate. So x coordinate, we can find out from this distance. So this is given as a 10 centimeter. Okay. So from 22, subtract the 10 centimeter. So we will get this distance of the corner point with respect to the origin. Okay. So this distance, it is 22 minus 10, that is equal to 12 centimeter. Okay. And we need xi. So how we can find out xi? From 12 centimeter, subtract the 5 centimeter. So xi is equal to 12 minus 5, which is equal to 7 centimeter. Okay. And this 7 centimeter, it is on the negative x side. So this will be minus. Okay. Similarly, find out the y coordinate. So for the y coordinate, total is 18 centimeter. Okay. So from this point up to the origin, distance is 10 centimeter. So this is 10 centimeter. So remaining distance will be 18 minus 10, that is 8 centimeter, or it is available. This is given as 8 centimeter directly. Okay. So we require yi, that is the y coordinate. So yi will be 8 minus this edge y3, that is the 6 centimeter. Okay. So this is 8 minus 6 centimeter. So this is equal to 2 centimeter. But y coordinate, it is in the negative y side. So this is minus 2 centimeter. So to decide whether it is positive or negative, observe the position of that centroid. Okay. If the centroid of any geometry is lying in the first quadrant, okay, both the coordinates x and y will be positive. If the centroid lies in the second quadrant, x will be negative and y will be positive. If centroid lies in the third quadrant, x and y will be negative, and for the fourth quadrant, x is positive, y is negative. Okay. So depending on the quadrant of the centroid, decide the sign of the x and y coordinate. Okay. So in this way, we will get the centroid for the all standard geometries that we have selected. First is rectangle, second rectangle, third is quarter circle, and last is the right angle triangle. Now put all these values in the table. So first geometry is the rectangle 1. For rectangle 1, area is 22 by 8, which is 176 centimeters square. Its x coordinate is -1, y coordinate is -4. Then second geometry, this is rectangle 2. For rectangle 2, its area is 12 by 10. So this is 120 centimeters square. Its x coordinate is -6 and y coordinate is 5. Then third geometry, it is the quarter circle. So for the quarter circle, area is pi r square by 4. So this is 78.54 square centimeter. X and y coordinate both are same, 4r upon 3 pi. So this is 4.24. And last geometry that we will subtract. So we have to consider the area as a negative. When we subtract any geometry, consider the area negative. So this is right angle triangle. So for the right angle triangle, we have the area 1 by 2, 15 into 18. So this is -135 square centimeter. Okay. And its centroid is -7 and -2 centimeter. Okay. So find out the AIXI, this product, and AIYI. Okay. And after that, find out the summation. So take this summation ai xi, summation ai yi, and also find out the summation of this area. So this is summation of area. Okay. And then use the formula for centroid. So x bar, this is equal to summation ai xi divided by the summation of the area. Okay. And y coordinate, that is the y bar, this is equal to summation ai yi divided by summation of the area. Okay. So find out the summation ai xi, summation ai yi, and summation of the area, and then find out x bar and y bar. So note down the next problem. So in this problem, a metal piece of the uniform thickness is shown in the figure. Okay. A hole of diameter 50 mm is to be drilled through the piece, which is shown by the dotted circle. Find the distance d of the center of the hole from the y-axis, and the condition is when the piece is placed on the floor, that is the horizontal surface, its center of gravity lies exactly on the y-axis. Okay. So we have to determine the position of the center of this hole with respect to the y-axis. So this is the distance d, which is to be determined. So this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So condition given is its center of gravity for this complete metal piece lies on the y-axis. So suppose this is the position of the center of gravity. So this is the g. Okay. So this g, its coordinate will be x bar and the y bar. So we don't know what is the value of y bar, but as the centroid lies on the y-axis, we know the value of x bar. Okay. So what is the value of x bar if the centroid or the center of gravity lies exactly on the y-axis? Yes, you can give the answer. Yeah, it is 0. Okay. For any object, if the centroid or the center of gravity lies on the y-axis, its x coordinate, that is x bar, it will be 0. And if centroid lies on the x-axis, its y coordinate will be 0. So y bar will be 0. Okay. So right now we will only deal with the x coordinate. So as the center of gravity lies on the y-axis, we have the value for x bar that is equal to 0. Okay. So in the calculation, we will only use the x bar